Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit of snippet about me and our position, or what we're thinking about in the Green Party about health. And this was advertised as health and the environment, but the two are very much linked. So I was born in VGH, not far down the road. I'm a Vancouver girl, grew up in Burnaby. I was also raised in my youth in the Kootenays, but I came back, graduated from Burnaby North, and I've lived in various parts of this riding. My husband and my first home was in Kitsilano, and lived in different parts of this riding and worked downtown a lot. I've got a degree. Welcome. I've got a degree, a master's degree in geography from UBC, and taught at Langara College, and then left Langara to work with Western Canada Wilderness Committee, which is a non-profit society that my husband founded. Actually, at one point, very early on in the Wilderness Committee's history, we also, together with some friends, founded the Green Party of BC, which was the first Green Party in North America. And until, just in the first few years, I guess, the Green Party, the Wilderness Committee, and then our baby daughter all shared our house, and it was a little much. So the Green Party moved out, and things evolved in both that case and the Wilderness Committee. And I really got involved in growing the Wilderness Committee as an organization, and finally reached a point of incredible frustration with feeling like I was able to bring solutions to big problems. I was the key person, for example, in the campaign around Clayoquot Sound and the controversy that went on the west coast of Vancouver Island, working to bring some resolution to that by bringing environment groups, forest companies, First Nations, union people, various levels of government together around that solution. And it took a long time to get governments on board, even though we shaped that solution. And then when some other campaigns came forward, and again, I was really bringing solutions together, and governments simply weren't listening, I got too frustrated and thought, if you can't count on politicians to listen to the people who are coming forward with really good ideas to solve big problems, then I might as well just leap into the political arena. And so I did again, and became elected as leader of the Green Party BC in 2000. Led the party for 6 years, and you may have seen me on the debates. I was on the provincial debates as leader in both the 2001 and 2005 elections. There were certain issues coming to the fore that really required me to think about where I would be best placed in terms of my work politically, and climate change was the big one. It was an issue. That, plus, I have to be honest, the real fear for the first time in my adult life that global war was close at hand, that the level of crises around wars was so great that it really, it was really in my thoughts every day. So between the two issues of climate change and the fear of wars escalating out of control on a global level, I was drawn to work at the federal level. So in November of this past fall, stepped down as provincial leader, and the next day assumed duties as deputy leader of the Green Party of Canada. I was extremely excited to see Elizabeth May elected as the party leader. I've known Elizabeth for a long time. She mentored me into politics, helped me out in the Clayoquot Sound situation in Ottawa. I worked on her campaign to see her elected within our party as leader. I think she is a vibrant, fresh voice in federal politics. So when she asked me to be a deputy leader, I was pretty thrilled. So tonight's about health and the environment. The environment part of it is something probably everybody associates with the Green Party. The word green gets the message across that we are a party that understands that the environment is at root one of the major elements of our lives as people that we need to look at. Everybody understands, I think, governments very much so, that we kind of take into consideration economic interests. Obviously, people and people's interests are, you know, an equal to the economy. It should be, anyway. But no party until the Green Party came along in the mid, well, actually around the 1970s, late 1970s, no party until then said that equal to the economy and equal to concerns around people is a concern around our environment. Because if we don't pay attention to it, we suffer the consequences and the costs associated with that. Whether they be in our economies because we end up running out of fish or running out of wood, or because we mismanage resources and we are shipping out raw materials and losing jobs, or more particular tonight, whether it's in our health. And the Green Party absolutely knows that there is a link between the health of our environment and the health of people. And that we see rises in cancer because we are putting carcinogenic materials into our food, our air, our water, our soil. We are polluting our environment, and we are bearing the consequences. It's pretty, it's a real wake-up call for me as a mother to realize that a child is subject to more toxins when it's in the womb than at any other point in its life through the concentration in the blood and passing on from mother to child. And that is a very scary thought, that mother's milk could not be a good thing for a child to consume because of the various chemicals that end up being concentrated in that milk. The rising rates of asthma. Asthma is one of the lead reasons for children being hospitalized. And respiratory illnesses, allergies, I mean, these kinds of things are endemic in our society now. So it really is, you know, the notion around those concerns and the fact that our party is very clear around changing the way we do business in order to create a healthier environment so that we can prevent illness and we can be healthier as people through a healthier environment. That makes us different from any other party. Enough said, though. That's longer than I normally talk at the beginning of one of these. What I'd really like to do is pose the question to you. If you could write the platform for our party or for any political party on health or health in the environment, but it's fine if you want to focus just on health to begin with, what would you write? What would you have? What problems, what key problems would you have a party address? And what are your ideas about how to address them?